guys, it's LEGOSHOWTV here, and today I am reviewing Doctor Strange. And heads up, this will be a spoiler review. And I'm saying that because half the people that are on YouTube that specialize in movie reviews have already posted their spoiler and non-spoiler review. Therefore, if you come to this review and you haven't seen the movie, you cannot get mad at me because I warned you. And let's get started. Let's not waste any time. I'm going to give you a brief summary of Doctor Strange in a nutshell, and that way I don't have to go through this whole entire movie. And yeah, because I'm not a movie analysis guy. I do not analyze movies, if that's a term that you would call it. I do not do this on a regular basis. I did this for The Force Awakens. I'm doing this for probably, let's see, there's only one more major movie in 2016, Rogue One, and I may review that, may not. In 2017, I probably will review Power Rangers, and I probably will review the Lego Ninjago movie. But anyway, so in a brief little summary of this movie in a nutshell, arrogant Doctor Strange, arrogant Dr. Stephen Strange is a neurosurgeon in a hospital, and he is very arrogant. And so then after he gets done doing surgery, he is involved in a major car wreck, which leaves him totally without the use of his hands. And when he figures out that he has no more use of his hands, he is very mad and tells the doctors and the surgeons that they ruined him. Therefore, he can no longer be a surgeon. And so he gets mad at them, and then he goes off on his girlfriend, and therefore getting her mad at him. And he is overall a stubborn type of guy. And so he then learns that there is a way to become using his hands, and not the way that he expects it. So he travels to the country of Nepal, I think it is, and he learns that there is more to the world that he lives in than he knows, and he learns that from the Ancient One. He actually learns it from a guy tells him about a person that can help him recover from his injuries after he mysteriously gets over the pain of becoming paralyzed. So he learns that, and this is after his girlfriend walks out on him after him making her mad at him. And he goes to the guy after working in therapy. So he learns of that, and he goes there, and he learns about the Ancient One. The Ancient One being this person right here. And so he is very arrogant. So when he arrives, he is attacked by a group of thugs, and he has a group of watches in this movie, like the ones you wear, watches. And so he's attacked by thugs, and then later, I've got the box to the set. Carl Mordo, that's his name, I kept on forgetting. Carl Mordo helps him, and the Ancient One later throws him out because she knows that he's too arrogant to be trained. He still is trained, or still is too arrogant. And so he later gets back in and decides that he will learn to forget everything that he knew. And that is the thing throughout the whole movie. Forget everything you know. And so he does that. And then he gets over it when this is where the major spoilers come in. Like I said, if you have not seen the movie, because this is the first day that it's been out for the U.S., this guy named sorry if I mispronounce his name. Oh, come on. I forgot. Anyway, the betrayed guy. Correct me what his name is. I'm sorry. He's like wanting to. He wants to open up a portal to another dimension. He's typically stolen 2 pages out of a book, and he wants to unwrite them. And the Ancient One tells Doctor Strange he has to get over his ignorant self to be able to stop this guy. And so he later is attacked in the Sanctum Sanctorum. There are 3 Sanctum Sanctorums: Tokyo, London, and New York. And so this guy, Calcian, I think, I don't know. Calcian, call him now. I'm sorry, but the guy, the bad guy, he attacks. He starts attacking them all, and then he becomes really powerful. And Doctor Strange, he figures out how to use it. He gets stuck on Everest because he's being ignorant. And I really like the use of all of the trailers. The stuff that we see in the trailers is in the movies. I like that. And so it's pretty nice. And then to wrap it up, in the final battle, this is, like I said, this is where you may or may not get mad at me. So they've attacked all the Sanctorums, and there's this guy named Mordo, and he's like the Doctor Strange has already got his powers and everything. He has a girlfriend. He did die, kind of. In other words, he got out of his body, and he did kind of get out of mind, so to speak. And so in the final battle, the Calcium guy, I'm sorry for once again saying it, Calcium, whatever his name is, I will correct that. I'll correct it when before the end of this video. And Calcium, for the name, I'm sorry for saying stuff, but he figures out how to unleash the Dark Realm upon New York. And when he does that, there are really funny scenes with this guy who is a protector of the library. And there are strangely a lot of music, funny quotes in this, like Adele and some other people, Beyonce, and that's kind of random. It was kind of random. And so this guy, his name is Wang, I think his name is, he doesn't like people stealing from his books, and they're forbidden. And at one point, when Doctor Strange learns how to do his powers, he does a spell that could like destroy the fabric of the universe. And in the final battle, he then opens the rift for the Dark World, and then Dark Realm, and Doctor Strange goes in it. And this is the funny part. Mordo is like this beast. He's like not unleashed yet, and he comes close to it probably, and so he does almost get free. But Doctor Strange, he goes into the Dark World. You would think he was gonna die, but he didn't, and so he bargains with it, and he uses the power to loop, doing that over and over and over and over and over, and it is really funny, and it is really funny, and so after he defeats Calcian, after he defeats Calcian, I think is his name. Sorry, once again. And after he does that, he reverses time. He typically reverses time at the final battle, and causes everything to go back just about the same. And then everything's good. They then learn that the Ancient One is using power from the Dark Realm, and Calcian is like the betrayed bad guy, and so he's typically like Kylo Ren in a way, that he betrayed, and so he gets defeated, and everything turns back to normal. But Doctor Strange, Stephen, he goes back to his girlfriend, and they make up and all that stuff, and he later has to go back, and then the movie ends, and there's an after credit scene. Now, after credit scenes, I cannot stress, are majorly important in Marvel movies and in DC. I didn't do that. I didn't stay for the after credit scene in Suicide Squad, but I did for this Marvel movie, and I think I stayed for Civil War, and so typically what it is Thor, the Avenger guy, Thor. He's sitting there with Doctor Strange in the Santorum, and they're talking about it, and he mentions Loki. Doctor Strange mentions Loki. And he's like, yeah, long story about that. And so then he explains that Thor's father is missing. Odin is missing. Stephen stands up and says, well, I'm going to help you. I'm going to go to Asgard with you and find your father with you. Therefore, he's going to be in Thor Ragnarok, which is going to be awesome. And then, that is typically Doctor Strange in the best way possible. And once again, disclaimer to the spoilers. If you have not seen it, once again, this is the first day that Doctor Strange is out for the U.S. and most of your European people have seen it. And if you haven't and you live in the UK, just don't click on this video because there's a lot of stuff. As far as the visuals go, it is great. The visuals and stuff when they're bending time and space and everything is just great. And so yeah, and I learned more about Doctor Strange than I ever knew. I forgot everything I knew typically. So that is Doctor Strange in a nutshell. If you enjoyed this review, please comment, subscribe, and remember, spoilers are in this video, and so don't be mad. You clicked on this video to watch it, and if you want to see other videos by other people, you can be welcome to go see other movie reviews, because I'm sure I left out a ton of stuff. And because once I see a movie that is that long, I can forget in a matter of minutes. And so unless I see that movie again, I will not be able to remember as much. And I'm sorry, I cannot stress enough that I am sorry for getting the main bad guy's name. Calcian, I think is his name. I am sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong. The name is spelled kind of weird. And so, yeah. This is the ancient one. Her role was training Doctor Strange. Baron Mordo, he was like a student already. Carl Mordo was a student already. Doctor Strange, a surgeon who is very arrogant. And he typically learns not to be arrogant. And Calcian's main role was to he wanted to make everything not able to die or something like that. Eternal stuff. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this review of Doctor Strange, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I will review Power Rangers in March. No, I will not review Trolls if I go to see it with my friends next week. Sorry. Yes, I may be going to see Trolls with my friends, and I suggested Doctor Strange, but who knows, because it's a school thing, they may not go see Doctor Strange. But yeah, I will not review Trolls. Yeah, please comment, like, and subscribe. Unless my friends so want me to review Trolls, I will not do it. But yeah, please comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Remember, spoilers are in this video, so I'll just say viewer discretion is advised. And there are some cuss words in it. That is like a minor thing. But and just to let you know, I do not approve of those curse words. They're not like bad curse words, like the F or anything, but they're just not, I just don't approve of it. So yeah, I thought I'd say that. But yeah, that's about it for this review. Please comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Remember, forget everything you may know.